Hi, welcome to English Composition. I'm Michael Cheng. I'm with Cher Chen today.
各位同学，大家好，欢迎来到英文作文课程。我是 Cher， 在我身边的是郑老师。
And today in Unit 15, we're going to study an essay that compares two cities. And then later, you're going to write your own comparison of two cities.
好，我们今天呢要为各位同学继续讲解对比的这个技巧哦。今天我们要比较的呢是两个城市哦。那各位同学呢可以学习这个技巧，那之后呢你必须要自己来写作你的论文哦。
All right, so now our topic today is comparing two cities, and so let's start by working through the writing process. And the first thing that we want to do is get some ideas about what we can write about by creating a brainstorm web.
好，我们今天呢刚刚提到了，我们就是要比较的这个物品哦，是两个城市。那我们会针对这两个城市呢，我们先从这写作的一个步骤，慢慢的来带领各位同学去做比较。那第一件事呢，各位同学应该还记得，我们所有的写作一开始都要先进行所谓的脑力激荡。
All right, now when we create this brainstorm web, we're going to start by including some of the different things that we can write about or the different things that we can compare when we're thinking about a place to live.
好，那这个脑力激荡的网络，我们应该怎么样去进行呢？简单的来讲，我们首先呢，先想想看，如果我们要谈的这个主题是说我们住的地方，住的城市，那有哪一些事项是我们可以去提及的呢？
All right, so now let's start creating the brainstorm web, and you can see that right in the middle, we write down our topic, a place to live.
好，各位同学在荧幕上可以看到，我们现在要开始去完成这个脑力激荡网络了。那当然，在网络的正中央呢，就是我们今天要写的主题，也就是居住的这个地方。
All right, and probably the first thing you think about when you're considering a place to live is the housing that's available.
好，那当你在讨论这个居住地方的时候，首先第一个想到的可能是一个住屋的情况。
And then also you'll think about the kind of weather or the climate in the area that you're thinking of living in.
好，那接下来你可能会想到的是，这个地区的这个天气怎么样？
All right, so another factor could be the environment that's near the place that you want to live.
好，那接下来你也会考虑到说，这个住的地方周遭的环境如何？
All right, another category could be how close the place is to where you want to work.
好，那接下来你也会思考到说，那这个地点呢，离你工作的地方距离近不近啊？
And we also want to think about some things to do when we're not at work, so what kind of recreation opportunities are nearby?
好，那当然你也不是随时都在工作的哦。那除了工作之外呢，你也会考虑到居住的这个地方有没有具备一些娱乐场所。
And maybe the government and what the government is like nearby is also an important thing to consider.
好，那在政府的这个政府机构、政府机关的方面呢，你也会考虑一下。
And finally, let's consider how crowded it is because of the size of the population.
那最后呢，你可能还会考量到说，是不是有人口数量而造成的拥挤。
Right, the next thing that we want to do is add some more links to this word web or to this brainstorm web.
好，我们现在已经看到一个初步的脑力激荡网络了。那我们接下来呢，当然就是要再继续把它延伸出去，再多加上一些连接。
And so, for example, schools are often connected to the housing situation because where you live determines where your kids can go to school.
好，举例来讲呢，学校就经常跟所谓的住屋情形呢是连接在一起的，因为呢住的地方通常会决定小孩上课的地点。
And then some other issues related to the environment are how much open space is nearby and how much automobile traffic there is nearby.
好，那至于关于环境的部分呢，有一些其他的议题，像是这个公共空间的大小啊，或者是这附近啊交通网络、公共网络的这个连接状况。
All right, and then when we look at this idea of traffic, we can think that maybe pollution is related to how much traffic there is. And then cars often make a lot of pollution, but then there are also some other sources such as factories or housing that can cause pollution.
好，那我们刚刚提到了像是这个交通的部分，我们就会想到，有时候交通过度繁忙可能会造成一些所谓的污染，像是废气污染、噪音污染。那当然，污染的部分呢，除了交通造成的之外，可能还会有一些像是工厂啊、垃圾啊所造成的污染。
All right, now let's expand some of the other links that we have.
好，那最后呢，我们再来扩大一下我们已经拥有的这些连接点。
And so, for example, if we go back to population, maybe we want to consider the attitude of the local population because where you are, the place where you want to live might be related to how comfortable you are with the neighbors that you have.
好，那举例来讲，我们刚刚提到这个居住人口的部分呢，我们还可以再去提到这当地住民的一些态度哦。那当然，你如果住在这里，你也会希望跟你的邻居要相处的愉快啊。哦，那因此态度呢，可以作为这 population 人口的连接。
And now when we go and talk about recreation, maybe we want to be more specific about the kinds of recreation available. And so maybe we'll think about sources of entertainment like movie theaters or clubs.
好，那像我们刚刚提到这个休闲娱乐场所呢，我们可以更详细更确切一点的提出来。比如说，像我们需要有一些消遣的娱乐，像是戏院啊，或者是一些这个俱乐部之类的。
All right, and now let's consider how we can expand on the idea of work, and we can add another link, which is the cost of living.
好，那至于我们说到这个跟工作相关的事情的部分呢，也许我们会提到的就是在这个生活消费指数的部分。
And the cost of living is important because maybe you have a job, but if your job doesn't pay enough, it doesn't matter how much you earn at work because it's so expensive in the place where you live.
好，那这一点当然对有在上班的同学来讲是非常重要的哦，因为呢，你即使找到一份好的工作，但是你的收入跟支出不成正比，入不敷出的话呢，这也不会是一个好的地点。
Right, and so now we can take a look at the complete brainstorm web that we created.
好，那现在呢，各位同学在荧幕上看到的就是我们刚刚经由讨论而创造出来完整的脑力激荡网络。
And you can see what we did here is we put the main idea that we have right in the center of this brainstorm web first.
好，那各位同学可以再仔细的看一下正中间当然就是我们刚刚提到这整个网络的主题，也就是住的地点。
And then the yellow blocks are ideas that we've thought of first that expanded out from the center.
好，那在这个红色的中央呢，旁边延伸出来黄色的这些方块呢，都是我们刚刚在第一个时间先想到跟居住地点相关的一些议题。
And then we expanded out from the yellow blocks even more to the orange blocks.
好，那我们接着再从这个黄色的这些和这个方块的部分，再去延展出橘色的方块。
And when you're writing a brainstorm web, you can even continue to expand out from the blocks that you have here, and you can make your brainstorm web as big as you want, depending on how many ideas you have.
好，那当然，各位同学不只限于说像我们这里画的有3层的这个3层的想法那它可以呢是有更多层更大的一个脑力激荡网络，就一切呢就是靠各位同学自己去思考了。
All right, we're going to take a little bit of a break right now, and when we come back, we'll consider how we can use some of the ideas in this brainstorm web for our essay that compares two cities.
好，那各位同学，我们现在先休息一下，待会回来呢，我们会拿刚刚想出来的这个脑力激荡网络上面得到的一些新的想法，来把它写成一篇完整的文章。
Okay, welcome back. Now let's decide what kind of angle we want to take in our essay about two cities. And so there are many reasons why we might want to compare two cities.
好，欢迎各位同学回来。接下来呢，我们要来考量一下，我们身为一个作者要从什么样的角度来去讨论这个城市呢？那当然呢，我们可以有要讨论城市的时候，可以是有千百种的理由了。
And so one reason you might want to compare two cities is because you're planning to get a new job and you want to see which city offers more job opportunities.
好，那当然一个很常见的理由呢，就是说你可能现在要考虑要找新的工作啊，那你也就要考量说哪一个城市能够提供给你最多的工作机会。
And then another reason might be because you're dissatisfied with the school system and you want to know which city offers more educational opportunities.
好，那另外一个可能的理由呢，是说，也许你在替你的孩子寻找一个合适的一个就学环境，那你就会考量到的是，哪一个城市提供比较好的就学环境呢？
And then finally, you might think, in which city is life just better? And so that could be another reason for comparing cities.
好，那另外一个可能的理由呢，也许就是单纯的，哪一个城市住起来比较舒适啊？那这也是一个很单纯但很直接的理由哦。
And so let's kind of take an angle on this last topic, in which city is life better? And so that's what we're going to write about, but we're going to actually compare not two different cities, but we're going to compare Taipei 20 years ago with Taipei now.
好，那我们现在呢，我们会先决定使用刚刚提到第3个角度来做今天的一个焦点哦。那我们刚刚提到第3个角度，也就是说哪一个城市居住起来比较舒适？那待会儿呢，同学会看到一段影片，但我们比较的不是2个不一样的城市，我们换一个方式呢，去比较同一个城市在2个不一样的时间点它各自是什么样子，居住起来有什么样不同的这个环境呢？那我们会比较台北20年前跟20年后的现在。
And we're going to start by watching a video in which we talk about some of our experiences living in Taipei over the years.
好，我们等一下看到这短片呢，也就是老师跟这个他的学生那他们在这个地方呢居住这20年来的一些想法。
Wow, what a spectacular view. Taipei's changed so much in the last 20 years. When I first moved here, I could never imagine having a building like Taipei 101 here.
What was your first impression of Taipei?
Oh, the first thing I remember were all the crazy drivers on the street. So at that time, there weren't a lot of cars, and so nobody followed the traffic laws. And for example, people would run red lights, and then if a motorcycle was stopped on the street, it would dash across the street as soon as the light turned yellow. So it's kind of dangerous to drive at that time. But then later, there are a lot more cars and the streets just turned into parking lots.
I think the traffic becomes better now. I remember I used to spend a lot of time on the bus, but now I can just take MRT easily. And when I do drive, I think people would follow the traffic law better. However, it is still hard to find a parking space sometimes.
Oh, another thing that I remember different was the weather. So when I first got here, I wasn't used to the heat and I thought it was hot all the time. But then when fall came, it got a lot cooler and I had to wear a jacket when I went to work in the morning. But now it just seems like it's hot all year round.
Hey, look! That's Nehu over there. I lived there when I was growing up. And when we first moved there, my mom said there was nothing there nearby. There were no department stores, no McDonald's, no convenience stores, only farms. But now you see Nehu is full of high-tech companies and a lot of high-rise apartment buildings. But the apartments are really expensive now.
Oh, I used to live in Nehu too. And I remember when we first moved there, we used to throw the garbage on the street every night. And then garbage collectors would come pick it up later. But before they came, wild dogs would gather around the pile of garbage and dig through it looking for food.
Schools were really different also. When I was in elementary school, there were 40 to 50 people in my class. But now my friend, she teaches in elementary school, she says she only has 20 to 30 people at most in her class. And you know, there's a big difference. Teacher could hit us with sticks when I was a student, but my friend, she can only punish her student by asking them to write something down or by making them pick up garbage.
Oh, I remember all the students at that time too. When I first moved here, I worked at an English language school, and we had over 100 foreign teachers working for us during the summer. It was so easy to find a job because the economy was booming and everyone wanted to learn English.
Yeah, it was easier to find a job 10 years ago when I first started working. Now the salaries are even lower at that time. Most companies only offer contracting jobs instead of full-time jobs with better benefits.
Some things are better though. I think the government's a lot more efficient and friendly. There used to be so much red tape, and it used to be so frustrating just trying to get any kind of document from the government. Hey, let's go take a look at the other side of the building now.
Yeah, sure.
Now we're going to take some of the ideas from this video, and we're also going to add in some extra ideas of our own, and we're going to make a list comparing Taipei now with Taipei 20 years ago.
好，我们刚刚呢从这个影片之中已经获得了一些台北20年前跟20年的现在，20年后的现在哦，有什么样的差别的一些想法。那现在呢，我跟老师呢，我们会再把这些想法做个整理，那再加入一些我们自己的一些经验，那来为各位同学做一个详细的一个条列。
And the first category that we can discuss is the weather. And so we can say 20 years ago it was cooler, but now it's hotter.
好，我们首先呢，在这个里面提到的是天气的部分。那在20年前呢的台北哦，是气温是相对比较凉爽的，但是以台北现在的天气而言呢，是相对比较炎热的。
And now let's consider the environment.
好，那接下来我们来讨论一下它的环境的部分。
And one aspect of the environment is the traffic. And we talk about Taipei in the past, we can say there were fewer cars, but there were more reckless drivers. While now more people follow the traffic laws, but it's maybe harder to park your car.
好，那首先在环境的部分呢，我们可以提到这交通的部分。交通呢，在20年前的台北哦，那是车子的数量是比较少的，但是呢，这些驾驶人是比较不小心、比较粗心大意的，开起车来呢也比较横冲直撞。但20年后的现在呢，这些驾驶人员呢已经获得好的教育哦，现在都能够去遵守这些交通规则。但是呢，因为车辆变多了，所以呢，要停车的这些地方就越来越少了。
All right, and now let's talk about open space in the environment. And in the past, there were some farms within the city, but now there are maybe a few parks instead.
好，那我们再来提到开放空间的部分呢。20年前的台北哦，你还可以看到一些农田啊，但是20年后呢，现在你基本上只能看到少数的一些公园了。
And now when we discuss pollution, we can say in the past there was a lot of garbage on the street, but now maybe there's no garbage on the street, but there's air pollution from the extra cars that we have.
好，那在提到污染的部分呢，在20年前的台北，哇，这个垃圾哦就丢了满街哦。但是20年后的现在，垃圾的问题呢已经获得了解决。但是呢，可能因为更多的车子在台北了，所以我们会有更多的这些像是废气的污染哦，这些相关的污染。
And now let's go on and talk about the category of housing. And in the past, the housing was much cheaper, but now there are more houses, but there are also very expensive houses in Taipei now.
好，那我们接下来提到的呢，是在居住住屋的部分。那房屋的部分呢，在20年前的台北哦，当然是相对比较便宜的啦。那但是20年后的现在呢，有非常多的房屋可以做选择，但是价格呢也已上涨了非常的多。
Right, and another category that we can discuss is schools. And in the past, the classes were larger, and now we have smaller classes.
好，那在以前呢，在这个就学环境的部分哦，以前在20年前呢，我们有的班级呢都是比较大的班级哦，一个班里面有非常多的学生。但是现在呢，我们都以小班制为主哦，每一个班级的学生呢都比较少。
Right, and we'll go on and talk about population, and we can say in the past and now, Taipei's crowded and still crowded now.
好，但是我们提到人口的部分呢，20年前台北已经蛮拥挤了，但现在还是一样拥挤。
Right? And now if we go on and talk about work, we can say in the past, there were lots of jobs in Taipei. It was easy to find a job. Now it seems like the jobs are fewer. It's much more difficult to find a job.
那在20年前呢，台北呢是很容易找到工作的，但20年后的现在呢，感觉越来越难找工作了。
All right, and then finally, if we go and look at the category of government, we can say in the past there was a lot of red tape when we try to deal with the government. Now it seems like the government is much more efficient.
好，那我们在讲到政府的这个行政效率的部分呢，那这20年前的台北呢是需要一大堆的繁文缛节才有办法去进行一些政府的这些相关的事情，但是现在呢，在政府人员工作起来也更加的有效率了。
All right, so now let's take another little break, and when we come back, we'll make an outline from this information, and we'll show you the composition that we wrote.
好，我们现在呢已经具备很多的资讯了，那现在先休息一下，待会儿回来我们再根据这些资讯来开始条列大纲。
All right, welcome back. What we're going to do now is we're going to prepare an outline to use for the composition that we want to write about Taipei in the past and Taipei now.
好，欢迎各位同学回来。我们现在要做的呢，就是把刚刚我们讲到的一些想法呢，把它有顺序、有条理的整理起来，变成一个大纲。我们来可以讨论台北20年前跟20年后的现在有什么不一样。
And the first thing that we want to do is prepare a thesis statement.
好，那我们首先要做的呢，当然就是先把主旨陈述完成。
And we can write a simple thesis statement like this one. Taipei has changed a lot in the last 20 years.
好，一个很简单的主旨陈述呢，就像各位同学在荧幕上看到的，你可以单纯的说，台北呢，在过去的20年已经改变很多了。
Right now, the next thing that we want to do is decide how we want to end this essay.
好，那下一件事呢，我们当然要考虑的是要怎么让这一篇作文做一个结束。
And so I want this essay to be positive instead of negative. And so we're going to end this essay with this conclusion: Taipei is making progress as a city.
好，那因为老师呢，他希望说这篇文章是一种比较正面积极的口吻来做结尾，而不是负面消极批评的。因此呢，在结尾的部分，我们提出这样子的一个句子，也就是台北呢，称为一个城市，台北不断的在进步。
And now the next thing that we need to do is decide on what to put into the body of the paper.
好，那当然接下来呢，我们就要考虑一下在主体的部分，我们要放入哪一些内容呢？
Right now, if we go back to our thesis statement, it says that Taipei has changed a lot. And change can be good, but sometimes change can actually be worse.
好，那我们如果再回到我们刚刚讲到的主旨陈述说这台北呢，在过去20年已经变了很多了。但是所谓的改变呢，它可以是好的，也可以是坏的哦。
And so we can have two big blocks in the body of our essay. And one of the blocks can be about how Taipei is worse, but the second block will be about how Taipei has improved.
好，那也因此呢，我们可以把我们的文章分成2个区块。第一个区块呢，我们先来讲这个台北变好的部分是哪些？那另外一个区块呢，我们就可以来讨论一下台北变得越来越差的是哪一些部分。
All right, now after we add in some details, we can take a look at the outline that we have.
好，那当然我们现在呢，已经想好了一些这个架构的方式了。现在我们来看一下我们可以完成的这个完整的大纲。
Right, and so you can see here we have an introduction at the top of our outline, and in this introduction we're going to have some general opinions that people have of Taipei. We're going to follow that up with stating that Taipei has changed a lot in the last 20 years, and then we're going to also mention how Taipei is better and in some ways it's worse.
好，那在这个开头引言段落而言呢，我们先提到一个比较普遍性的一个想法也就是这住居在台北的一些想法。那接下来呢，就提到说台北呢在20年中已经改变很多了而且呢，我们也继续提到说这些改变有些呢是好的，有些呢则是更糟了。
And now in our body, we're going to have two big blocks, and the first block is about how some things are worse.
好，在主体段落的部分呢，我们有2大部分第一个区块我们讲的是越来越差的部分。
And then in this block, we have some of the items from the list that we created that were negative.
好，那现在这位同学可以看到，这里面越来越差的部分，也就是我们刚刚在想的时候呢列出来的一些比较负面的部分。
And now in the next block, we're going to talk about how some other things are better.
好，那下一个区块呢，我们则是提到的是有些事情则是越来越好喽。
And then in this block, we have some items that describe how Taipei has improved.
好，那这部分当然我们举的例子呢，都是台北在这20年中有哪些进步。
And then finally, we finish up with our conclusion. And our conclusion, we're putting down some ideas that we can write. And so the key ideas are that progress is being made, and also the city can improve a lot if it keeps heading in the same direction.
好，那在结论的部分呢，当然我们就做了一个总结啦。那把一些想法放进去那主要的想法当然就是包括说，那在这一段时间之中呢，一直都有一些进步跟改变。那这个城市呢，它如果继续朝这个方向前进的话，它将可以进步非常的多。
All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the writing model we wrote based upon this outline.
好，那根据我们刚刚呢给各位同学看到的大纲现在我们来看一下这一课的写作范例。
People always complain about Taipei. They say it is a crowded, ugly, polluted, and chaotic city that is just getting worse and worse.
人们总是抱怨台北。他说这个城市既拥挤、难看又混乱，而且受污染。这种情况让他的名声越来越糟。
Taipei has certainly changed over the last 20 years, and while some things about Taipei are terrible, it has also improved in some areas.
无疑的，台北在过去的20年来改变了不少。即便有一些糟糕的事情，但是它也有在某些地方有很大的进步。
You cannot deny that in some ways Taipei has declined. The most obvious area is the environment.
无可否认的，台北在某种程度上的确是衰退了。最明显的就是环境的部分。
Every place is more crowded than it used to be. There used to be small farms around the city, but now every open piece of land is in demand.
所有的地方都变得比以前更加拥挤了。曾经都市的周遭还有一些农田，但现在每一块地都炙手可热。
So housing prices have skyrocketed, and high-rise apartment or office buildings are springing up everywhere.
也因此，房价飙涨，而高大的公寓跟办公大楼就如雨后春笋般的出现。
The traffic is another problem. It used to be easy to drive from one side of town to the other, and there used to be many places to park.
交通也是另一项问题。过去在市区内，从一边开到另外一边很简单，而且也有很多的停车位。
Now, although there is no place to park, the roads all seem like parking lots when you're trying to get across town during rush hour.
现在虽然没有地方停车，但是在尖峰时刻，当你试着要横越市区时，马路就像是停车场一般，车子都不能动了。
But on the other hand, not everything in Taipei is so terrible. For example, the housing is more modern and better constructed than it was 20 years ago, even if it is more expensive.
但是台北也不是所有的事情都这么的糟糕。以房子为例，相较于20年前，现在的房子虽然更贵了，但是它盖得比较时髦，品质也比较好。
And all the modern office buildings make Taipei a stronger commercial center.
而所有的办公大楼也让台北成为了经济中心。
The traffic is also more orderly than it was 20 years ago. First of all, the MRT system makes it easier to get around the city without a car or motorcycle.
交通比起20年前也更加有条理了。首先，捷运让无车族能够轻易地到各个地方。
In addition, the traffic situation is not in such disarray anymore since the majority of drivers usually follow traffic regulations.
另外，交通也不再像以前这么混乱，因为大多数的驾驶都懂得遵守交通规则。
In the past, drivers would often ignore traffic lights, and even if they did stop, they would often dash into the intersection as soon as the traffic light turned yellow.
在过去，驾驶常忽略交通号志，即使他们停下来了，在对向的车道变黄灯时，他们就肆无忌惮地往路口开。
Taipei is actually cleaner too. You no longer see huge mounds of garbage on the street corners every evening.
台北确实变得更干净了。每天晚上，你不再看到街口有垃圾堆。
And finally, the government is more efficient. The workers in government offices are much more efficient and courteous than they used to be, and much of the red tape associated with government bureaucracy has been cut.
最后，政府的效率也变得更好了。行政人员比以前更加积极，而且有礼貌，而且和政府有关的繁文缛节也都被修改了。
Although the city is overcrowded, progress is being made. The city is no longer as chaotic as it used to be.
虽然这座城市过于拥挤，但它进步了，城市不再比以前还要混乱。
If the city keeps heading in the same direction and becomes more orderly and more modern, it will have a bright future as an important city in the 21st century.
如果朝同一个方向持续的前进，而且比以前更加的有条理、更加现代化，台北将会是21世纪一个闪耀的城市。
All right, so now for your homework, we want you to review the material in this unit, do the grammar exercises and the writing analysis exercise.
好，那各位同学这礼拜回去，请尽量的去复习我们本课的这内容，那去完成文法跟写作部分的练习。
And then you should also do the writing analysis exercise, and for this you should write your own essay comparing two cities.
好，那在范文这个实习的部分呢，当然你要自己选择城市来做一个比较了。
All right, thanks for joining us this week for English Composition. We'll be back with you in another week.
好，谢谢各位同学今天的参与，我们下个礼拜再见。